Some events have happened in the past, which were so catastrophic, one would think they are about to sweep out the entire human existence or completely wipe away the Earth. These occurrences hit the world in a form of a plague, global warming, terrorism, farming, and the likes. They are so disastrous that a quick look back in time will leave you wondering how humans were able to scale through those times. Today on the channel, we bring you the 10 apocalyptic events that we survived. Before we continue, hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the post notifications. Number 10. The Ice Age. In the middle of winter, we all deeply long for our summer days, and when they finally return, we quickly dive in and make the best out of them. Take out a moment to stop and imagine if summer never returns for an entire year. Scary, right? Yeah, this is categorically like the Ice Age. It was 30 years of intense temperature around the globe. Sustaining life became a significant challenge, and so many subspecies of humans were unable to make it. Only some humans were able to suffer through the Ice Age. Scientists' research showed that finding the only warm region around Cape Town helped a few hundreds of thousands of humans survive the Ice Age. Number 9. The Tunguska Event. Remember the event where the meteorite wiped out the dinosaurs? You will be amazed to find out that it wasn't a one-off event. In 1908, a meteorite unexpectedly rocketed into the planet, making its slow return down to Earth's ground, landing in Tunguska, Siberia. It shook the foundations with a more effective force than an atomic bomb, leading to the fall of more than 80 million trees, breaking and pulling down the windows of houses in a neighboring town. Although research has shown that if the meteorite had landed only 6 minutes earlier, it would have been one of the most catastrophic occurrences in history. Number 8. The Black Death. What could be more shocking than learning that over 5,000 people who woke up to the light of day could not make it into the next day? They all died. Are you confused? Okay, we will tell you about it. The Black Death was a plague that started from the attack of the Yersinia pestis, a bacteria solely responsible for the bubonic plague in 541 CE. The episode was called the Plague of the Justinian, a disease capable of wiping away the Byzantine Empire by killing a minimum of 5,000 people every single day for as long as 1 year. Research shows that this disease reduced the world's population by 25% because 50 million people were recorded dead in the end. The plague resurfaced in 1346 as the Black Death. People had terrible symptoms such as fevers, massive swelling in their bodies, and vomiting of blood. It reduced the population of Europe with a death toll of about 75 to 200 million people. Number 7. 2021 Solar Flare. In 1859, a white light struck Australia. Two profound astronomers during this era were Richard Carnington and Richard Hodgson. They researched on the morning and realized it was a solar flare. Thankfully, the solar flare had no adverse effects on society, and everyone moved on with their lives. However, we hope no such fate hits the world today, or else the result would be catastrophic. We say this because of our modern power supply pattern could be affected negatively by the outburst. The solar flare is well capable of crippling electricity, the internet, and all the good stuff. These terrifying effects almost took the world by surprise in 2012 when a solar storm struck but narrowly missed Earth. From the records, we gather that if the storm had started 6 minutes before it did, it would have been complete disaster. The terrifying damage it would have caused would have still lingered to this date. Number 6. The population collapse. We have heard about how the population of some certain animals became endangered, leading to their extinction. But we are pretty sure that you never knew that we humans were once an endangered species. Dating back in history, the human population surprisingly reduced drastically to about 18,000 and remained that way for thousands of years. No one knows exactly what led to this, but two eye-catching theories caught our attention. The first theory speculates that the human population was threatened by a giant earthquake or the event of a volcanic eruption. The other implies that humans were overpopulated in some regions, leading to a low food supply in the other ones. With the human population stuck at 18,000 for such a long time, we believe it's safe to say we were lucky. The occurrence of an apocalyptic event would most definitely have wiped away the human species away forever. Number 5. The Permian-Triassic Extinction. Also referred to as a Great Dying by NASA, this apocalyptic event almost led to the human extinction. Dating back to 250 million BC, it was geared towards putting an end to human existence long before we came to life. From the research by experts, we learned that the formation of the massive continents Pangaea blocked the oceans around and it stopped them from flowing correctly. The Permian-Triassic extinction led to water stagnation, poisoning all aquatic living things virtually and killing them. Even worse, land-based living things also suffered from the lack of good consumable water. No wonder they say, you never know the importance of something until you lose it. We are so glad the Permian-Triassic extinction came to an end when it did. Number 4. The Shaanxi earthquake. In 1556, more than half of China's population was wiped out by this terrifying occurrence, the unforeseen apocalyptic event that took China by surprise when they happened in Shanxi province in northern China. On a 7.9 magnitude when measured by the Richter scale, it is completely insane. In comparison to the devastating Haiti earthquake of 2010, this is 10 times more powerful. What's more, up to 830,000 people died during this event, reducing China's population by 60%. The government experienced bankruptcy trying to fix the damage made by the earthquake. Hopefully an earthquake of this magnitude never hits the world ever again. Number 3. World War II. Here is one of the most significant apocalyptic events that has ever hit humanity, World War II. Close to 90 million people died during the Second World War. Of this population, 25 million were soldiers and 50 million were civilians. Those days saw a massive loss of lives, and mass funerals were conducted for the victims. What no one knew about this war is that Hitler had his Nazi scientists working to develop a nuclear weapon. The German atomic program got closer to a successful atom splitting from 1939. He planned to intensify the war. Some speculated about an atomic bomb in the making, geared towards blowing up New York and London. As fate would have it, events took over the Nazis, leaving them stranded on experts who were supposed to take their scientific plan to their next level. Number 2. The Spanish flu. The Spanish flu was one to infest the human immune system and reduce its potency, and it was the deadliest flu of the century. It causes the human body to overreact to the pathogen by sending T cells to the infected area. Human breathing was abruptly interrupted by a significant airway blockage to the lungs, leaving people practically drowned in their fluid. Although the disease suddenly went away towards the end of that year, it had taken the lives of 50 million people before it did. Number 1. The Toba supervolcano. We thought the Ice Age was the most extraordinary apocalyptic event of all time that threatened the existence of the human species, until we realized that the Toba supervolcano was far more devastating. It led to the sudden reduction of humans to an outrageous number of 3,000 with only 80 adults. The Toba supervolcano made an appearance by exploding onto the Earth in 70,000 BC, a deadly explosion which experts call the mega-colossal. The magnitude of heat and the eruption moved at 2,800 kilometers of surrounding rock. The dust from the eruption blackened out the sunlight for 6 years, affecting both plants and animals and leading to starvation around the globe. Well, that's it for today's video. What do you think about these 10 apocalyptic events that we survived? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe button and turn on post notifications for more videos coming your way soon. Thank you so much for watching.